Alright guys, for this presentation and video, I want to talk about a couple of the big cap stocks with these massive dips that we have, the ones that I would like to focus on and add the dip on, and you can do cover calls on these and be safe long term and be have investments in these. So without further ado, the first one I want to look into, and this is one of my most favorite ones, I'm holding this one right now, is CNC. And what this company is, you can see it's in the healthcare, provides fully integrated service to government-sponsored and commercial healthcare programs, which I don't see them going away anytime soon. But as you can see, this is probably one of the most oversold type of chart patterns that you will ever see. And this is definitely something you want to keep on your radar. When you see a weekly channel candle hug this like this, it's going to make a big move. I played many stocks like this, like DG, when it did this kind of hugging kind of pattern. Not only did it recover the whole move, but it went up over 60% on a big cap stock. FWRD. I seen it do it like in here. This thing did the same pattern, hit this weekly channel, and went up over 160%. APLS. I could keep naming many stocks that has touched this weekly channel. And basically what this means is it's just extremely oversold. And you see what? Where this price is coming back up, and this one made a 260%. So CNC, I think, is a really great company where it's extremely oversold. It's at the most extreme depression mode that you can get. So this one right here is you're safe to just hold it. You can sell cover calls to by time it pumps, but I have no doubt about this should easily come back up into this EMA 20, which is about that 70%, EMA 50, 114%, and I would say in a couple months they'll do that. Now the next stock I want to talk about is something kind of very similar as in its IT. This thing is just extremely oversold. You see its same pattern. It's another weekly candle, which this has never done it ever to the downside. Actually, yeah, it has. And when the last time we touched this was during the COVID state. And if you did not buy this, look at the monster gain you missed out on. This thing just kept going up and up and up and up and up and up. So that was the last time we've had that weekly channel touch. And you might be asking, what are these? Well, these are my bands that are customized to extremely oversold settings. So when I see this, like the last time was back in 2020 we happened, and look at the monthly chart here, we're coming back into a 2022 level here on a big support level. So IT is not something you should keep lightly apart. Put this on watch list. I'm adding the shares. I'm buying for the long term. I like this company a lot. Next company I want to talk about is CHTR, and that's Charter. Now, it doesn't have the weekly channel touch, so it's not as oversold or overextended, but what I do want to show you guys, um, look at the monthly chart, look at this monster demand zone that you see on Charter, right? You can see right in here we're in this monster demand zone where we touch these areas. And last time we touched it, we went up monster. We came back into the demand zone, we went up. I mean, these little moves ups are pretty good. That's an 87% move up here. So Charter is very good. It's up at $800, pulled back all the way to the 250 demand zone, 230 to 280 demand zone, and that's where you would like to buy. And then also, if you look at the daily chart, same thing. You see how we come here and cover over this ATR4? We are due for these bands to pull back up, and we have this beautiful gap right up in here that we can come back up to on the daily. So I think it's a really good company. I think it's going to keep going up. We're just right here, just waiting for that bounce. Now, another good company, and write these all down, I'll put them all in the description, is Lululemon. Now, Lululemon, as you can see, obviously it's not at like extremely overextended. Like I said, if you ever get to weekly, this is extremely overextended. But remember, when something we played this in the Discord last time right in here. We made this nice beautiful bounce here. It's like over 15%. When we don't touch this EMA 20, we're going to come back to it. Anything that don't touch it in 2 months is long. But as you can see, we hit this ATR4. I'm looking for this. I'm looking to buy this thing down in here. All right. So, I'm just going to slowly add into it, and you can look at, are we at this nice demand zone as you want to look at longer support? And yes, right up in here, you can see, we had this long lower wick, and then you also see right in here, where did we bounce from? We bounced at that 178. So if we go to that 178, I'm definitely going to be adding more there, but I could definitely see this definitely making a nice solid move. This is a great company and all. So I wanted to put Lululemon in there, and these are going to be the most oversold. Now, granted, the ones that hit this weekly are way more oversold, like CNC, This is an extremely oversold pattern. You won't see this much. IT, extremely oversold pattern. But a stock like CHTR is probably not going to come into this oversold like this. It's never done it really, right? And like right in there it was. But we're looking at big demand zones. We're looking at this band strategy because that's where you want to buy it, and go from there. And then the last but final not least is a CEO buying tons of shares, and that is UPS. UPS is doing the same thing, but you see it's already starting to bounce at this lower ATR4. Now, keep in mind, when the daily is under the price of these EMAs, it's in a downtrend, okay? But if we look at this nice demand zone here, what are we seeing on all these particular stocks? They're bouncing in these demand zones, right? You had this monster rally up, right? It comes up, comes back in here, bounces, comes back in here and bounces. This is a monster move UPS did up. This company is never going away. It's going to keep going up, in my opinion. It's something we all need. Obviously, there's competition, but we're coming up into a demand zone. I'm watching this one, see if we can come into this lower $83 area. But any moment we could bounce just right in here, so you could miss the boat. But I think these low 80s are really good. UPS looks really good on the chart here too, hitting this lower ATR4. The last time we did that in the tariff event, we had we had a nice little rally coming up from here to here. I mean, that was a 20% move up. Now, you can't expect monster moves like a penny stock. These things, if you're making 10%, scale some out and hold some break even. Is how I did it. That's how I traded Lululemon. We made that in the Discord. So, yeah, so a lot of things, what I like to do is I like to sell cover calls. That way I'm making money if price goes down. I'm adding shares to my longer term position. But these are really good companies that are at the most massive discounts that they don't often see. These are the type of companies that you're like, I wish I bought that dip. All right. It seems hard right now because it's hard to think like, oh, is this thing going to go back up? It's hard to see that because we can't see the future. But you got to take some risk on some good companies. The CEO bought a ton of shares of UPS. So someone knows something about this one. So UPS is the last one I want to alert. So remember, we have our first one is CNC. That's my most favorite. Then goes IT. We have Charter. We have UPS and then Lululemon. Those are the 5 big cap stocks that I think in big long term you're safe. Short term, these are all due for a bounce, and they're all in these massive demand zones that I like. All right, guys. If you guys want to join the Discord too, I'll post this. I have a journal where I'm looking to add some. You'll see exactly my averages, what I plan to do, and all that. Click the link down below in the YouTube comments below, and in the description it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. And when you do that, it'll take you to this free chat landing page. If you want to become a member, hit how to subscribe and hit day trade alerts. And when you hit that, you'll have access to everything: my day trades, my swing trades, my education, my live streams every day. It's a all-inclusive system that you can't be beat for only $12 a month. You guys are gonna like it. But yeah, it's awesome, guys. I think you guys will really like this. Learn this strategy. I could do this strategy on anything. I do this on day trades. It works way better. I have an over 90% win ratio. On my swing trades, I look for high quality stocks on higher time frames, looking at massive demand zones, and we've been making really good money. I have yet to lose on a big cap stock doing this system in over 2 years. It's been a very long time because these companies are designed to go up in time. And then if you use cover calls, you can lower your average. I would love to help you guys if you don't have no idea what that is. You can lower your average just by holding the shares you have and make passive income. It's kind of like, a savings account with a monster return of your investment. Okay. So, these are the 5 companies I like. I hope to see you guys in the Discord. If you do want to join, for this promotional video, you can get in for $12 a month. Subscribe on your computer to avoid the iOS fee. All you have to do is hit how to subscribe and hit day trade alerts. If you have an Android, you will have to do it on your computer as they're having some issues, or just do it on your phone's browser. Hope you guys enjoy this presentation. Let me know what you guys think are the most oversold big cap stocks, but I think these are really good. Some of these you guys probably haven't heard of, but these are all really good companies at a massive discount. All right, guys, peace out and happy trading.